Third and final round.
Final round,
Tate,
ready. Final round, let's go. Fight.
Pennington, 5 minutes remain. Watch the jab again. Robert Fall is saying you got to turn it up here.
Miesha tries to pull guard here. Interesting. That's how confident she is in her grappling.
And how much she doesn't want to eat those jabs.
Yes, absolutely. And she's down here. Pennington's got to be real careful that right arm. Real careful. Good elbows by Pennington. Uh-oh. This is what we're talking about. Raquel's got to be real careful. Pull out of there. She's got to get that arm. And for Miesha, Miesha's got to control that arm before she gives away what she's doing. Now she possibly could set up a triangle here. She's got to grab the arm. She's grabbing that left arm, and she's got to get her hips up and higher. That right arm is still in play, and that will defend. But now she's switching, and she's going to switch back to an armbar. Beautiful transitions here by Miesha, but a little loose. For Raquel Pennington, she should just get out of this if she can. She's trying to hammer with punches, but she's still in danger. And she could switch it over to the left armbar now. Pennington very educated though, keeping that the elbow just deep enough so that it doesn't catch. But right here again, she's letting her lock her legs and cross her legs. And that's like step 7 to 10 in submitting somebody. Maybe 6, step 6. So she's got to be careful of that left leg now, because if Miesha gets her right knee under and in between the legs of Pennington, you may see her attack that leg. And Pennington, good job avoiding that. And now Miesha's in a bad spot. North-south position, and Raquel Pennington, who has some very good choking ability. We saw it in the Ashley Evans Smith fight and the Jessica Andrade fight. Miesha's in a bad spot here.
The bulldog choke.
Yes. Very rare choke.
Let go of her shorts, Miesha.
Miesha did a good job there getting her leg in play, but Raquel staying on top, controlling her.
Calm and controlled.
But look at this.
Miesha working her way out.
Good job there by Pennington circling away, and she forces Miesha down. She's going for that choke again. She's going for that 10-finger guillotine where it's really almost like a neck crank, trapping the neck and the head, and Miesha got out of that. And Miesha trying to use those butterflies and attack the leg. That's what we were talking about before. She's going to try to attack that right leg. But Raquel recognizes that and keeps her body very close to avoid that. And now it's got through. Now it got through. She's trying to attack that heel, but it's not quite there. Not quite there. Pennington can pop out of it now.
There she does. 2 minutes.
If I was in Pennington's corner, I would tell her to move away. Move away. Hard leg kick there by Pennington.
And if you're Raquel Pennington, you would love to earn the stoppage, seeing your 2 losses by split decision.
But she obviously feels very comfortable grappling with Miesha. But my point was that she was so dominant in establishing that jab and utilizing her strike standing up. And there's that 10-finger guillotine position again. She really likes that.
And it was Miesha who pulled guard early in this round, Joe.
But again, Miesha looking to grab that leg, and Pennington defends it expertly.
Looking for her 4th straight UFC victory.
And the biggest one to date by far, if Pennington can pull this off.
Constant pressure from Raquel Pennington.
Excellent punches in the clinch. Clearly she's outstruck Miesha, both in the clinch and at distance.
This division just continues to amaze us.
Well, once it was established, and you see such a dominant champion in Ronda Rousey, all the younger fighters tried to rise up to that level, and that's where we find ourselves now. They're growing and developing inside the octagon, and Raquel Pennington is emerging, in my opinion, in this fight as a truly world-class contender.
And she was on that season, Rousey and Tate, season 18 of The Ultimate Fighter.
Coached by Tate.
Yes, indeed. Final seconds of the fight.
Raquel Pennington on top, pounding on Miesha Tate. What a huge performance by Raquel Pennington. Absolutely stunning. And virtually unmarked. Excellent show of sportswomanship. Is that a word?
It is now.
It just seems weird to say sportsmanship. But just a great fight and a tough fight. And as we said, coming into this fight, I think Raquel Pennington is one of the most overlooked contenders in this division. And maybe not after tonight.
Fight replay brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
And here's the beginning when she had her lifted up in the air. I mean, this was crazy. And Miesha kept stepping up on the cage and trying to alleviate the pressure on her neck by turning upside down. And there's that beautiful, educated jab by Pennington. Pops it in there twice. And the right hand over the top. And there's that jab again. Beautiful jab by Pennington. And takedown at the end of the fight. Just an excellent performance by Pennington.
We await the judges' scorecards. Time for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS. Get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30 period. Wireless figured out. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Raquel "Rocky" Pennington.
I'm here with the winner, Raquel Pennington, in the most important and the biggest victory of your career. How did it feel to face off against Miesha Tate, having her coach you on The Ultimate Fighter, and now come full circle to beating her?
You know, first off, New York, I'm glad to be here. It's been an honor to fight here. Thank you, UFC. But to go against Miesha, you know, I must be doing something right. She's somebody I've always looked up to, and it's like that saying, I don't know, where they're your idols and then they become your rivals. That's exactly what happened.
You showed in this fight really a beautiful, educated jab, but a full set of skills. Your wrestling and your takedown attempts were a big part of your victory here tonight.
You know, ever since I got into the UFC, everybody's categorized me as this brawler. But I have a full toolbox full of tools that the world has yet to see.
Raquel, this is a huge, huge victory for you. This moves you. She was the #1 contender. This moves you to the top of the heap. Congratulations on a really spectacular performance. Raquel Pennington, ladies and gentlemen.
What a moment for Raquel.
I want to say congratulations to Raquel. I'm incredibly proud of her. She's a member of my team, and I'm excited to see her do so well. But I'm announcing my retirement, you guys. I love you all so much. I've been doing this for over a decade. Thank you so much for being here. I love this sport forever, but it's not my time anymore. It's the future's time.
Is this something that you had thought about before this fight, or is this because of the result?
It's because of the result. I had a lot more to give, but I couldn't pull it out of myself. You know, it's been a long time, taking a lot of punishment. I still love this sport. I love you guys so much. Thank you, but this is it for me.
Well, Miesha, it's been an honor to call your fights. You achieved the highest honor in the sport. You became the women's bantamweight champion. Thank you very much for all your fights in the octagon. Miesha Tate, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Certainly not expected, but that woman has been just pure class and a great competitor for years. She reached the top, UFC champion. Miesha Tate, thank you for all the great years of competition.